welcome you back to Happily Adventures After. And we are so excited for you to join us for this week's edition of Hey Disney, Give Me a Review on Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. And I'm recording this and it's April. Why? Because tickets usually go on sale soon, so I wanted to make sure I could get you this information out if you are looking to get a ticket to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, which is an annual event, is an extra ticketed option if you are visiting the Walt Disney World area and the Magic Kingdom during the Halloween season, which definitely doesn't start in the summer. No, it completely, totally does. It starts in August, which is crazy, but it's so much fun to go visit and do these extra ticketed events if your schedule and budget allows. And I think at least once everybody should have the opportunity to check these out. And I wanted to give you a little bit of information on Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party so you could make your decision as the tickets come up this year for 2025. Based on my 2024 experience and other experiences I've had in the past. I've gone to Mickey's Not So Scary a few times. So I wanted to give you that information prior to the tickets coming out and allow you to make that decision for yourself. Plus, if you're listening to this not in April 2025 and anything's changed, we definitely will keep an update on that. And if the tickets are already on sale when you're listening to this and you want to learn a little bit more, well, I hope it does help you and I hope it gives you some information on what you are going to look at as a whole for the Halloween party. So we are going to dive into this Hey Disney, Give Me a Review, which is basically a review done by Happily Adventures After. That's me. Over here, talking through this podcast where we act as that virtual concierge. So we go through things just like the Hey Disney feature over the Amazon Alexa in Walt Disney World. So with that overlay, we can give you basically what it can, quote unquote, by asking questions, talking about different experiences in the park, just like you would ask it, hey Disney, can you ask the front desk to bring me more towels? You might ask us for park information, and you might ask your Amazon Alexa in the Walt Disney World Resorts that. So that's kind of the play on that. So we've got you covered here at Let's jump right into Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, which is a very fun but very pricey night. If you're looking for a festive, family-friendly Halloween event, Walt Disney World has you covered with Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. And if anybody's looking and sees an acronym anywhere that says MNSSHP, that's usually the abbreviation for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, just in case you were wondering. Now, this night is so much fun, and I recently got to experience it myself in 2024. We went near Halloween, so during the prime time of pricing and event, and we had a great time. I will note, I am not in any way, shape, or form a Halloween person. Halloween is not my favorite holiday by any means. I could take it or leave it now that I'm an adult. As a kid, you liked it. You liked getting candy, like getting dressed up and all that. I do enjoy all the little candy bars that they have at the store. Yes, they got a lot smaller than when I was a kid, but they are so much fun to get. But most of all, I am not, like I said, a Halloween person. I would much rather have a Christmas event. I think Easter often gets overlooked. Easter event would be really fun too. But I don't like Halloween. I don't like scary stuff. So I stay far away from Universal Horror Nights as a side note. There's only one person that could get me there and I've never gone. So, yep. I don't plan on going to Horror Nights anytime soon unless that one person says we're going and drags me there, but I do it with her because it's fun. And I think that Disney does Halloween well, especially for not being a Halloween person. So with all of that to say, take that with a grain of salt because I would usually rate a Christmas party a lot higher, or a Christmas event a lot higher on my list. But I really do enjoy the Halloween party, and I don't think it's too scary or too anything for Halloween. You know how sometimes things, especially like Horror Nights, and that's what it's designed for. You know what it is going into it. is designed to be scary, gory, freaky, all of those. And I think, I'm on a side note, I've seen a lot of like walkthroughs on Horror Nights for Universal, and I think they do an excellent job. I give them all the credit in the world for their theming, their follow through, their carry through. It is impeccable. They do a great job. It's just not for me. Whereas I think Disney does the family friendly, happy Halloween-esque really well. So, okay. All of that to say is, even though I'm not a Halloween person, I loved this event and I smiled the entire night. I was with my family, we had an impeccable time, and I think between the dazzling stage shows, the delicious treats that are there at an extra cost, the Halloween candy you can get, which is impeccable, how much they can load you up on it, and the low wait times, plus just the entire environment, there's so much to enjoy. If you're willing to pay their high prices, this could be a great night for you. Let's dive into all you need to know on Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party from my experience, like I said, in 2024 and other years I have gone, and hear us out for those grim grinning ghosts. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is a separate ticketed event. So some people refer to this as a hard ticketed event or an additional ticketed event. It's an after hours party basically that is held at Magic Kingdom where they transform the entire park into a Halloween themed wonderland. It gives off a spooky yet very Disney vibe, so it's not too scary. The Halloween decorations are excellent and it's never ever scary, making it the perfect event for Halloween, involving guests of all ages. This event takes place between early August. Yes, I did just say Halloween in August. They decorate the Magic Kingdom early August. This used to only be September, then it moved into the long weekend for Labor Day long weekend, and then it moved nearly to the beginning of August. I believe last year it ran between August 9th and October 31st, so you have a full time to capitalize on this party if you are going. And if you're not going, if you're going after October 31st, you can always plan for it for the next year or go to the Christmas party if that's on, or Jollywood Nights, because they always have holiday events running, which is super fun. So as I said, it's going to run from early August to Halloween, which is October 31st. Dates do vary year to year, as a time note on that. Regarding the time frame, so like I said, this is an extra hours event. It is on from 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time the following night. Like, so you go from 7 to 12. You can enter Magic Kingdom as early as 4 p.m. with your wristband through a specific entrance. So what's going to happen is you can buy this ticket and you do not have to have a park ticket to another park or Magic Kingdom that day, which is something that I really do love. I often like to do this on a Saturday. They don't run them on Saturday, so sorry, on like a Sunday or a Tuesday, depending on when I'm getting in. That way I have more of a day, and I like to use Sundays as relaxing days, and these don't start till 7, so it's wonderful. So since you can get into Magic Kingdom as early as 4 p.m. with other day guests, the park will have a combination starting at 4 p.m. with day guests and party guests. Now, how do they distinguish between the two of them? As a party guest, you'll go through a separate entrance as you take your steps into the Magic Kingdom gates, so to speak. So you're going to scan your ticket. They will usually put you to the right if you're coming off the boat or monorail and you're walking straight up to it. It's usually, no promises, on the right where those turnstiles will be, where you scan your ticket or your Magic Band or your Magic Mobile. And they'll pull you over to there if you're going to the party. And as you enter, you will get a wristband. If you were in the parks already, so let's say you had a day ticket to any of the parks, specifically Magic Kingdom, or you park hop over, come 4 p.m., you will see different cast members at separate locations. And if you don't know where they are, just ask a cast member. They do have really great signage. It's usually at Town Hall. There's usually one in Tomorrowland, etc., etc. And you were able to grab your wristband from them. You just have to show confirmation of your party ticket for that night. And I've done both. I've done either while I approached Magic Kingdom around 4 p.m. Now, people get there as early as 2, which is crazy, and they'll sit and camp out, so they're one of the first in. I, for one, didn't do that because I didn't want to. So I usually arrive around 4:30, and just go enjoy my day. Or if I had a day ticket, I would actually go into the park, grab my wristband, and then proceed from there. So having that wristband, you are guaranteed to be admitted to the party because you've shown your proof of ticket, you've scanned it, it's been approved, life is good. You will be required to keep your wristband on that says Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party for the duration of the evening so cast members can see that you have paid to be in this party and you're not just a day guest. Now, park closes at 6 p.m. for day guests. So anybody who doesn't have a wristband, who didn't purchase tickets to Mickey's Not So Scary that day, it will close at 6 p.m. So at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. is going to be a huge crowd, but it will dissipate specifically around 7 p.m. and they'll make their way out of the park. Now, you understand when it runs, what time of day it runs, all of that. Let's talk about the cost. So we don't have any cost for 2025 yet. However, we do have the numbers from 2024. And those tickets ranged in between, hear me out everybody, $119 USD plus tax to over $200 per person as you approached Halloween plus tax per person. It was wild. This is the most expensive I have seen. It is more than a usual day ticket to the Magic Kingdom for less hours in your day. And yeah, it was very expensive. As a fun note, I was looking through a few of my drawers and like boxes the other day and like my keepsake boxes, and I found a note that in 2017, I believe, so nearly 10 years ago, a Christmas party, which is more expensive than the Halloween party, was only $99. So that is crazy how much the prices have gone up. And you don't get the full day. And you're also not getting the full amount of shows. So you won't get Happily Ever After. You won't get any of the day-specific items. You will only get Halloween-specific items. So the park isn't just decorated and there you go. These are solely Halloween-specific events, which I think is great. But if it's your first time to Magic Kingdom, I would highly suggest you check out Magic Kingdom first on a regular ticket and then maybe do the Halloween party after. Last thing you might need to know about this party. You get to do something really fun, and that is you get to go trick-or-treating in a Halloween costume. So Disney has a rule, and this goes for any Disney park. Anybody over the age of 13 cannot dress up in costume. However, here at Mickey's Not So Scary, you can dress up in costume as long as it fits in their guidelines. So your face can't be covered, it can't be offensive, you can't look so much like a character that somebody believes that you are that character within the park, etc., etc. Please check those out. But in doing so, you can dress up. And I think that's part of the fun in the Halloween party, is getting to see all the families and everybody dressed up and ready to go for a great evening. Plus, you get to do trick-or-treating. It's all complimentary, included in your ticket. I suggest you bring a bigger bag than what they give you. Last year, they gave out really nice bags, but if you are going solely for candy, bring a bigger bag than what they give you, or have a plan on how to carry it because they do get very heavy. There are also incredible rare characters like think Jack and Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. They have exclusive entertainment in terms of parades, so the Boo to You parade that only comes out at the Halloween party. They have excellent stage shows that focus on Hocus Pocus, which is amazing, and they have a specific fireworks show. So again, if you've never been to Magic Kingdom, I think this is a great way to check it out, but you will miss everything that is Magic Kingdom in the day. So I suggest you doing 2 days so you get both of it. Let's dive into what actually, like I said, makes this special, because it is a completely different park feeling than when you step into Magic Kingdom on a normal park day. All right? So first, let's talk about the entertainment, because Disney provides top-tier magic in form of entertainment. And one of my favorite is the Boo to You parade. And this is honestly one of the best parades, I have to say, that Disney puts on. This and the Christmas parade are two of my favorite parades in general. And like I said, I'm not a Halloween person, and I really like this. You have the Headless Horseman who rides up Main Street, or I guess down Main Street, to set off the parade, which is phenomenal. It then starts and it brings that haunted mansion, that creepy, that woo feel, especially when the Haunted Mansion gravediggers come out and they scrape and you see the sparks. The songs are incredibly catchy. I love it. Plus you get to see some really rare characters like Wreck-It Ralph and Vanellope, and it's super fun. It's haunting, but it's very beautiful and it's absolutely unforgettable, and the song gets stuck in your head. I also really do love the Hocus Pocus Villain Spectacular. This stage show that would basically take the place of any stage shows during the day at Magic Kingdom. Like I said, they don't put the day stuff on. You get the event specific item. And it is the right amount of sass, sparkle, and spooky. The Sanderson sisters command the stage. I love Hocus Pocus. I love anything Kenny Ortega does. I think he's great. I love this movie, and I think that they capture the essence well in the stage show. All the songs are very fun, and it's backed up with some of Disney's baddest villains. So, needless to say, it's a great show. You really should check it out. I can't do it justice, either the parade or the stage show, without you seeing it. It is phenomenal. Remember how I said there were also rare characters? Well, you have some interactive, fabulous fun at this party where we can see so many cool rare characters all throughout. I had mentioned Jack and Sally earlier from Nightmare Before Christmas, but that's not all. When we walked into the park last year, you're actually kind of escorted through an area where you can pick up some candy bars and your bags. So this takes place in between the confectionery and Tony's Town Square. That little back alleyway behind everything, they'll allow you to go through that. And if you're a day guest in the park and get your park wristband for the party, you can actually go through this. You just show them and then you can go through and exit. It's all good. Well, my personal favorite was Cruella DeVille. She was greeting guests near the entrance. We never see Cruella DeVille out in the park, and it was amazing. She was absolutely fantastic. She was fabulous. She was stylish. She was hilarious. She was interacting with all of the guests, and of course, in Cruella fashion, she was wicked. It was one of the best moments I've seen as a live character interaction from the party because it immediately set the tone for the night. I know I've said this a million times, but being a non-Halloween person, I was like, okay, let's just keep going in general because I don't like anything too spooky, eerie, or whatever. No, Disney did it well. They captured the essence of the playful side of Halloween and the fun and the family side, and I was so impressed. Disney did a great job. There's also some really fun characters like Jafar. He is out. And my personal favorite, I don't like Lilo and Stitch, but I am very excited to see this live action. I think they did a great job from what the trailer looks like. Elvis Stitch is there, and I think that is hilarious. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Because he's in his little Elvis costume, and even if you don't like Lilo and Stitch, you know that Stitch likes Elvis, and it's awesome. It really is. Additionally, the Halloween party brings you trick-or-treating, like I had said, and it's not just for kids. There are candy stations all over the park. They're marked on the park map, and you'll see this giant blow-up, candy cane looking thing for Halloween that you see, and you're like, candy, right there. They have a generous spread of all of the M&M Mars-esque items. Now, if you do have allergies, whether it be gluten, nut, dairy, etc., or if you have dietary restrictions, or if you're vegan or vegetarian, just ask for that special coupon, and it's a little token. You can collect them. Then at the end of the day, you go and redeem them, I believe at Town Hall, do not quote me on it, for allergy-friendly or dietary restriction-friendly treats. They have a huge spread, and then as many tokens as you have, you can redeem, and the cast members will go through it. It is excellent. I have never had to use that because I'm good. However, I have heard people, and I think that's a really great option. As I had noted, these are items such as Snickers, Skittles, M&Ms, etc., and it is wonderful. Because in my opinion, those chocolates are so tasty. They also have the sour versions of Skittles and stuff, and they have a variety of M&Ms. If you can't have peanuts, they do have them in there. Just tell the cast member if you can eat them but not have the peanut or peanut butter. They have also Twix, and I love Twix, so that's always exciting. Okay, I've given you enough options about the candy, but the best part is you can continue to go back through the trick-or-treat trails. So even if you're getting that allergy-friendly or dietary restriction-friendly option, you can continue to keep going through the trick-or-treat trails. If you get out of it, you can just go right back in it. If that's what you want to do, they do not limit the candy. And I will say, it's even better to stay, get candy late at night. They start giving out a ton. It's awesome. Then we also have the ride overlays in Magic Kingdom, which are some of the best Halloween twists. They have the Pirates of the Caribbean, so this is a really fun feature they've had in the past where they have live actors through the queue and it makes it really interactive. I've done that a few times, and I thought it was really well done. They have Space Mountain, where they do total darkness, and they have a spooky soundtrack. They have the Mad Teacups, and they do a Halloween overlay on that, and they do a little bit more. It depends on the year. Sometimes they've taken things away, but I think the ride overlays are really fun, and they add a new layer of enjoyment to the attraction if you've already done it. Then there's just the overall atmosphere. Even though it's 90 degrees and potentially thunderstorming in Florida those nights, Magic Kingdom just feels like a lovely autumn lovely autumn wonderland. My goodness. It has the pumpkin lanterns, which I want to buy one. I know you can, and I want to bring it home. I think they're awesome. They have the eerie projections in the different colors. They have the spooky ambiance. They have the Halloween or fall garland that's out. And it's just beautiful. There's something so special about strolling down Main Street, USA at night with all the decorations. And even in the day, I think this is absolutely gorgeous, and they do fall so well. So I live in an area where we actually experience all the seasons. So, and when I say actually experience, I mean that change. So where fall, the leaves actually change color. We get snow, spring, summer kind of thing. I know every place experiences different seasons, but I just meant it in a different way. And I think that they capture the essence of fall so well, and they bring it to Florida and they bring it to Main Street in a way that you wouldn't actually get it, because those trees don't even exist, for instance, in Florida. They do a great job, and I think the atmosphere is one of the main reasons why I love coming. Let's talk about, for this Hey Disney Give Me a Review, why I enjoyed this even as a non-Halloween fan. I've mentioned this a billion times. I'm more of a Christmas person and a Christmas at Disney person because, there's nothing better. But I have to say, every time I go to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, it surprises me in the best way. Here are a few reasons why I genuinely enjoy it. It's because it is so immersive and absolutely exclusive. From the moment we walk in and see Cinderella's castle all lit up with Halloween decor if you're coming in late, if you see the pumpkin garlands and all of the pretty fall colors, plus then, as we talked about, Cruella de Vil, or the final fireworks, or the fact that Disney only sells this at, I believe, 20 to 30% capacity, so that's why tickets are limited and exclusive. It's incredible. It is a great night. I love the low crowds and being able to walk on the attractions. It is wonderful. They do a great job with that. The entertainment is also truly next level. The energy, the music, the detail. Disney really does know how to stage a spectacular event, and they bring their A game to these events each and every single time. It's also very well organized. So this event is capped for crowds, as I said. I believe it's 20 to 30% of Magic Kingdom's actual capacity that tickets are sold. So the crowds are very, very low. It never feels too busy, and I've been to, in my time of going to Disney, I've been to several sold out parties, and they never feel too busy. Yes, it does and can feel like a normal crowd day if you're going at a lower capacity day and time, but it's not bad at all. Lines are very short, 20-30 minutes max. Cast members keep things moving and flowing smoothly. They do a great job. I have seen sometimes a larger line for things like Jack and Sally. That line can get up to 2 to 3 hours, and people line up for it because it is exclusive. I'm not talking about that. When I say low crowds, I am talking about the actual attractions. So that is that. If you are going to meet them, just know that in mind, and I highly suggest you check out our video on our Hey Disney Top 10 for the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, because we go through a top 10 of this event and give you tips on how to combat that low crowd. So for instance, going when the party opens, get in line right then, because your time is lower, but at the same time, just as a note, you miss 2 to 3 hours of the party waiting in line. So that's just an example, but please go check out that video. Yes, I did a shameless plug right there. But they have so much to offer for our videos on our Hey Disney Top 10 on this exact topic, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, on our podcast and on our blog posts. And also, I think it's just great to discuss different ways and tactics of doing the party. Some people purely go for the entertainment like that. Some people go for the attractions. Some people go for the snacks. So it depends on what you're doing. And lastly, I have to say that the atmosphere and energy is super festive without being frightening. It's perfect for families or those who prefer a fun Halloween opposed to a scary Halloween. And I think that for me is a huge selling point. Will I go to this event each and every single time I'm in the Walt Disney World area during Halloween season or while it's running? No. There have been years I have not gone to it. So I went to it in 2024, but the last time I had gone to that was 2018, I believe, because I got my fill of it. I didn't need to continue to go. However, will I go to it on occasion? Yes. On a contrary, if you are like me and like Christmas, would I go to a Christmas event, either Jollywood Nights or Mickey's Very Merry every single year? You bet I would. And if I could, I'd do multiple nights. So that gives you an idea. As I said, that being a Christmas person, not a Halloween person, but I do think this is excellent. And what am I considering going in 2025? Actually, yes, because we had such a great time last year. So do I need to go always? No. For me, Christmas is more of a priority, but do I want to go again this year? Yes, I do. And as a side note, did I call? Here you go. To tell you how much I liked it, didn't like it. Did I call, I think, for a week every day before we went to the area? Because cast members said, just keep calling back. Just keep calling back. Usually tickets can show up. This is a side note. Here's a tip, pro tip. If you're going and you're going during that time and you want to go, but the tickets are sold out, call Walt Disney World, call their ticketing hotline area and ask if there are tickets available. Apparently people like to cancel or rearrange their plans for these tickets that are non-refundable but can be transferred to a different date, or they can be used as a credit moving forward, I believe. They'll change around their plans about 3 days in advance. Sometimes it happens a week before, but the cast members I spoke to consistently say they see openings 3 days ahead of the date that you're looking to go. Therefore, if you are looking to go, can't grab tickets because they do go fast, call anywhere from 1 week. I tried calling 2 weeks out every day and nothing. It wasn't anything. Nobody had any tickets because people didn't move their plans. So call about a week to 1 week to 3 days out. I got lucky, I believe it was a week before we were looking to go. So I got it the week before on the exact date. And if that gives you any indication that things do become available, people start moving their times 7 days in advance, but usually 3, not the day of. So if you're looking for tickets, that's a great way to do it, and you couldn't get them. Sorry, that was a complete and total tangent, but as I said, I liked it enough. I sat for 2 weeks calling Walt Disney World to try and get tickets, and I had a great time. I think I just chatted your ear off on that whole event and why I enjoyed it. If you can't tell, this review is going very well, and I really do enjoy the event. I want to get into the pros and cons, because in life, everything has pros and cons, right? Let's jump in. Pros, early entry at 4 p.m. I think this is great as a half-day park without needing a regular ticket for a park day. In the morning, you can, let's say you got off a flight the day before, you just had your time, you want to settle into your resort, you get a pool day, you have that relaxing atmosphere. I love doing a party night that way. So for instance, if we fly in on a Saturday, we have a pool day. The Sunday, we relax, we get our groceries or do whatever we need to do, head off to the party. That way you have time to recover as well as have a really great fun evening, and you don't have to be there during the day. Also, it's still warm in Florida in late October. It's obviously hot when they start the parties in August and September. Please note it is during hurricane season. Disney will assist you if there is an issue, such as you get rained out or there's a hurricane. They will do their best to assist you in any way, shape, or form at all times. If your party this is a total tangent, but just so you know, if your party gets rained out or if there's a weather issue, they will help you out and get you whatever you need to make arrangements. Please call them if you needed anything. Okay, we got that out of the way, but truly this is a great half-day event. And like I said, it's super hot during that time. It's hurricane season, so it's muggy, very humid. The best part of it is the sun goes down, so it's not as hot, right? And I think that is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Plus, you have exclusive shows and parades such as Boo to You, the Hocus Pocus Spectacular event. They are must-sees only at the event, and I think that is a huge pro. Another pro, if you like attractions, the low wait times for these attractions are excellent. You have the walk-on rides, you have the super short waits, say that 10 times fast. For some popular attractions, it is wonderful. You also have unique characters. You have all ages trick-or-treating, and you can go get as much candy as you want. It's also super spooky, but not scary at all. It's very family-friendly. And you can come in as a family costume, personal favorite. So I think there are so many different pros. However, there are quite a few cons. The top is the price. Paying over $200 or even over $100 per person US plus tax, especially during this season, is huge. It's more than a day ticket, in fact, for some of the prices. That for a family of 4, you're thinking like, if you're going during peak time, $800 per person USD for one night, it may not be in the budget. You can say, oh, eliminate one day in the park. It's more than a park one day. So just play your budget accordingly if this is something you want to do. Just know that. Know that Lightning Lane also isn't offered during this time. Therefore, if you were looking, let's say your park day when you do your tickets, because it's dynamic pricing, was looking like your Magic Kingdom, if you're just going to Magic Kingdom park day, was going to be $156, or your ticket for that week was going to be $106 or $56 per day. Plus, you were going to add in lightning lanes, let's say, because it is more peak, you're going to be paying $35 a person, plus the individual attraction selections, so those individual lightning lanes, and that's $20 for Tron and $10 for, what's it called? Oh no! Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. So that's another $30. So you're looking at $60 a person at $156, let's say, dollars for that ticket when they do their dynamic pricing per day. You may be better off buying that Halloween party ticket if you're not looking for the day event. So again, price it out for your family. It can cost more than a day ticket, but if you're looking to do everything, you're doing lightning lanes since the lines are shorter, you see where I'm going with? It could be better for you. Plus, you have a short time frame for this. That's another con. Technically, you're getting like 5, maybe 8 if you max out every hour during the day, depending on what time you get in. If you do your cost benefit and how much you pay per hour, and it doesn't seem like a benefit to you, like you're only going to get there for the 5 hours, it's pricey. I am not a person who can stay up late. That's another con for me, is how late it is at night. I go to bed at 9 o'clock. Just me and how my body and my clock works. So I have a hard time staying up. We do not stay to midnight any way, shape, or form. So I'm not maximizing my time at the party. I can barely stay up half the time at 10 and I'm checking coffee at 7 o'clock at night kind of thing. I can't do a late night. So for me, I'm going to only get a few hours out of the party anyways. So if you're like me, it may not be worth it to you in that instance. Plus, another con, food and merchandise are not included. Any food you purchase, like either quick service, table service, or the special treats, not included. They will come at an additional cost on the already expensive party tickets. Yes, they do have exclusive merch. Yes, I have bought copious amounts of exclusive merch to the Halloween party. It's not included either. So the only thing that is included is your wristband and the extra Halloween candy that's complimentary. But any merchandise you want to purchase will not be included. So while they are special snacks and special souvenirs, you're going to be paying a lot more for them. As I said, another con, it's hot in Florida. You're sitting in hurricane season during this time, anytime from August to the end of October. It's super warm. Florida is still warm in October. It's super hot in August. So if the heat isn't your favorite, yes, it is better than being there in the day. Oh my goodness, yes, when the sun goes down. However, just noting that it can still be hot and muggy. When you think your Halloween costume, for instance, is pants, or you want to be a stormtrooper, it's still going to be warm. Just dress accordingly. And lastly, I have to say another con is it is not super ideal for first-time visitors. If it's your first and only time at the Magic Kingdom, I highly suggest you check out it during the day because you're going to miss a lot. Like I said, you'll miss Happily Ever After. You will miss a lot of the stage shows. You'll miss all of the normal characters that are out. Yeah, Winnie the Pooh is great in his Halloween costume, and the 100 Acre Woods friends are adorable. But if your kid really likes, or you really like Winnie the Pooh in just that normal outfit, you're not going to get it. That being said, I think it's great if you want to do it. If you've never been, you want to do a double day, it's awesome. The Halloween decorations are obviously up during the Magic Kingdom's regular park hours, so you will get that mix of fall feel. If you're only doing a Halloween or a a Halloween party, a regular day ticket. So just go enjoy. I think that if you want to do it as a first time visitor, do a Magic Kingdom day and then do this as an additional day. So you would have 5 days, for instance, in the parks if you did 1 park per day. But I can't recommend it to the first time visitors that this is the first time you will ever see Magic Kingdom, because it's completely different. Unless Halloween's your thing. Then feel free. Go enjoy. Now, I want to put in a little caveat here. Christmas versus Halloween parties. Which would be my favorite? As we all know, I'm a Christmas person through and through. So why did I include this? Well, there is a brief period of time where the Christmas party and the Halloween party have the potential to overlap. And that's if you take a vacation at the end of October to the beginning of November. Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party starts usually, the keyword is usually, around the first Thursday of the Christmas season in November. Now, when I say first Thursday, if the 1st of November is a Thursday, it will not be on that day. It will be the week after. So it's usually starting around the 8th of November, which, in my opinion, November 1st, the Christmas music starts. So I'm giving you that idea. If you are taking your trip at the end of October, where you cross over to about the 8th, the 9th, the 10th, if you have that much time off, which would I recommend you do? I'm going to say, first of all, I'd say do both because they're completely different. However, I'm a Christmas party person through and through. It's going to cost you a lot more. The Christmas party costs about $20 to $50 more per person per ticket. You see where I'm going with that? But there's just something so special about the snow on Main Street, the free cookies and hot cocoa, the sleigh bells, the Christmas feel. Oh, it's amazing. However, if you are a Halloween person or are looking between the two of them or looking for a budget difference, I highly recommend you check out Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, especially like you enjoy Halloween, you're looking for lower crowds, you want to see the Halloween entertainment. This is truly amazing. Disney does a great job and I would recommend it through and through. If I had that crossover week, I really want to do that one time as a vacation. As a side note, I really want to do this one time. If I had a crossover week between Halloween and Christmas where I could pick between either one, I would pick Christmas. Well, actually, first I would pick both parties, but that's dreaming because they're so expensively priced now. I would pick Christmas. However, if you're a Halloween person, definitely check this out. The best part is November 1st, usually, the Christmas decorations go up in Magic Kingdom. I happened to be there over the crossover last year where I got to see Halloween and we did a Halloween party and we did Christmas decorations because the Christmas party wasn't on. My dream is to do both the Halloween party and the Christmas party in one trip. But I think that you would have a really great time. So I highly recommend that you do it and that you enjoy it because it's an awesome event and you cannot go wrong with it. All right, you have heard me chat probably ad nauseum at this point on the event, what's involved, if you have a good time or not. I want to give you my final rating. This Hey Disney Give Me a Review for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party based on my experience in 2024. And everything can change in 2025. Disney could completely change what they're doing. But this is what I give the party itself based on previous years and 2024 experience. Drumroll, please. I give it 4.75 out of 5, which is pretty great for this Hey Disney Give Me a Review. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is a fun, unique experience that is loaded with Disney charm. I love the character interactions, the stage show, the fireworks, the festive decor, and even though I'm not a Halloween person, I am thoroughly impressed each time I go through the doors in the Magic Kingdom and go through those gates and have a great time. I'm just knocking off a little bit of this rating from giving it a perfect score because of the high cost. Especially compared to previous years, like I said about the Christmas party. And the Christmas party is so much more expensive. And that was in 2017. 10 years shouldn't double the price plus, right? It is extra special. It is a lot of fun. But that price is still crazy high. Especially if you're looking for a family. If you're a family of 4 or 5. If you're going with a large group of 10. That's a lot. It's a lot. So that's where it kind of cuts the edge for me, but I think if you're still looking for a magical way to celebrate Halloween, this is a solid pick. Also, if you're looking to go to this but don't want to spend that $200 price tag, look at doing your trip at a non-peak time. Yes, you will be in the midst of hurricane season, and Disney has been known to have them lately. However, you just are going to get a lot of rain. You might get rained out. Disney will accommodate. Do not worry. However, the prices will be lower. They're high during the first couple days, then they're lower, and just check the price crowd calendar when they come out, and that should tell you where it's peak or not. Okay? I hope that helps. So overall, would I do this again? Yes, I would. Would I budget carefully for this? Absolutely. Is it a night I will always remember without a doubt, because it was so much fun last year. We had a great time. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is an amazing experience that blends the best of Disney's creativity, entertainment, and festive flair. Even as someone who's a lot more into Christmas than Halloween, I truly enjoyed this night and would go back time and time again. From the over-the-top stage shows, to the rare character meet and greet moments, or the trick-or-treating fun, or dressing up in a costume with your family, friends, and seeing everybody else dressed up in theirs, it is a night to remember. While ticket prices are steep, the memories made are priceless. They really are. If you're looking for a magical way to celebrate this season, this very fun, not so spooky party is definitely worth a spot on your Disney bucket list. Well, I want to hear from you, because this is it for this Hey Disney Give Me a Review on Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. I want to hear from you. Have you gone to the Halloween party? Do you enjoy it? What's the best part? Would you like to go? Would you like to enjoy? What did your family dress up as? Let me know in the comments to this podcast, as well as on our Instagram and on our blog post. So you can find us at Happily Adventures After on Instagram. You can find us on YouTube, which is Happily Adventures After, or our blog, which is happillyadventuresafter.com. We cannot wait for you to join in the fun with us, so don't forget to follow, subscribe, and enjoy all of that we have to offer here at Happily Adventures After. We love being able to share this with you and hope that this could give you more information, or maybe change your mind on the party, maybe persuade you to just try it once. And if you do, please let me know. I hope that you have an amazing day, and I really do look forward to seeing you real soon. My name's London. Go enjoy, have a blessed day, and talk to you later. Bye.